The NBA season has officially kicked off, and lots of eyes are going to be on this year's upcoming rookie class. Every team is hoping that their most recent draft pick will end up being a star in the making, but of course it never really works out that way. The Rookie of the Year race is always a hot topic, and the buzz hasn't died off at all this season either. So let's talk about who I think will be the top 5 candidates to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award. First off, listen, this list is probably gonna rile up some people, but you know what, let's don't do that. As a reminder though, this is just my opinion on who's most likely to win the Rookie of the Year award, which does not necessarily equate to being the best player out of the rookie class. A player's skill and impact certainly do play a big role in receiving the award, but available playing time and situation is an even bigger determinant a lot of the times. A prime example would be Malcolm Brogdon, who won Rookie of the Year in the 2016-17 season over guys such as Jalen Brown, Joel Embiid, and Jamal Murray. I don't think you find anyone today who would argue that Brogdon is a better player than any of those guys. But in their rookie year, Brogdon, who came in as a 4-year player out of Virginia, was way more prepared to contribute to his team, to earn significant playing time, and to eventually receive the Rookie of the Year award. So in turn, I weighed not only the skill of these incoming rookies, but also their situations as well, to craft this perfect, definitive, factual, and definitely not likely to backfire on my face list of the top 5 candidates to win this year's Rookie of the Year. Coming in at number 5 is none other than Evan Mobley, the tall, agile big man out of USC, drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 3rd overall pick. Honestly, out of all the rookies, I think Mobley's potential is probably the highest when you look at his ability to both protect the rim and switch out onto guards, in addition to his fluid offensive game. At first, I was debating whether to put Mobley here, thinking about maybe a lack of minutes with Markkanen and Jarrett Allen,
as well as the corpse of Kevin Love.
But in the preseason, the Cavs seem like they are set on having Mobley start at the 4 next to Allen, with Markkanen coming off the bench as a 6th man, or even starting at the 3 sometimes. I also made a video about this, so check that out. The big man out of USC is set to have a significant amount of minutes on his plate as the season starts off, but my question is, how productive will he be? Young big men are often slower to adapt to the NBA game compared to their guard counterparts, as the learning curve for NBA defensive schemes are a lot higher, especially for big men who are asked to defend the rim and communicate as the backbone of the defense, as well as dealing with a lot more physicality than they've ever probably played against, with guys like Jonas Valancuinas, Steven Adams, and Joel Embiid pushing them around the paint. With the Mobley's slender frame, he'll likely get pushed around, and I expect a slower start in terms of productivity for him. But if he's going to win the award, it's going to be largely based on his defense, where he's averaged over a block and a steal so far in the preseason. If he can keep improving on that, whilst keeping his fouls down and being a reliable finisher on the offensive end for both Garland and Sexton, I see no reason why Evan Mobley shouldn't be in the conversation for the Rookie of the Year. At number 4 is going to be Jalen Suggs. Drafted by the Orlando Magic with the 5th overall pick, the well-rounded combo guard out of Gonzaga, a school well known for producing solid NBA players such as Kelly Olynyk, Brandon Clark, Domantas Sabonis, Rui Hachimura, and many others, Suggs has the pedigree and reputation to support that he will be an immediate impact player, starting alongside Cole Anthony and Terrence Ross in the backcourt for a Magic team desperately needing some offense after finishing 29th in points scored per game last year. I had Mobley and Suggs as about equal, but I gave the edge to Suggs since the modern game is so much more geared towards being a guard-centric league, and despite Suggs' poor preseason performance so far, he should bounce back to be an impact player for the Magic and in contention for the rookie hardware by the end of the season. My choice for number 3 might surprise some people, but man, if you've been paying attention to the preseason so far, you know that this guy has been balling. And that man is no one other than TikTok connoisseur Josh Giddey. Drafted to the Oklahoma City Thunder at number 6, the 6'8" guard out of Melbourne, Australia, has been showing the entire package.
What do you mean by that?
In the preseason. averaging 13, 7, and 5 in just under 30 minutes per game so far, shooting 52% from the field and 40% from deep. Not only has he proved his skills so far, but he's on the Oklahoma City Thunder, most likely the worst team in the NBA, meaning he will have tons of opportunity to show out and put up numbers. Giddey's going to be a dark horse for the Rookie of the Year award with the minutes that he's going to be able to play, but I have him at 3 as the last 2 players on this list are most likely going to be in a league of their own this upcoming season.
What do you mean breathe? Don't tell me to breathe. I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot. Bring me a shot.
Going to my next 2 picks, my last 2 picks, the top 2 picks. These next 2 guys are clearly in a separate tier than the rest of the rookies, in my humble opinion. And y'all know who they are. Next up is Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets. Also drafted at number 2, Green is a special player. He's got handles, shooting, electric athleticism, swagger, and the looks that you often see out of star players. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he averaged 20 plus points this season on a young rebuilding Rockets team. Him and the next guy on my list have been compared all throughout the summer, with even some rumors of Green potentially being picked first overall. Green is oozing star potential, but the one factor that made me put him at number 2 was his teammate Kevin Porter Jr. KPJ will be the primary ball handler for the Rockets, manning the point guard position for them. That man is tough, and ironically enough, his game is a lot similar to former Rocket James Harden. With KPJ handling the ball, Jalen Green will play more off the ball starting at the 2 spot for the Rockets, potentially capping some of his production this upcoming season. But following the news that John Wall is sitting out basically the whole season for the Rockets, there's going to be plenty of shots available still for the young rookie out of the G League. And he's going to be right there fighting for the top of the rookie ladder all throughout the season. Last up, y'all know who it is. My number 1 candidate to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award is Mr. Cade Cunnigham out of Oklahoma State, drafted number 1 overall to Detroit Pistons. I mean, I don't really have to say too much about this pick, man. Cade doesn't really have that many weaknesses to his game that you can point out. He can pass, score, defend, etc. The only knock might be his lack of elite athleticism, but he makes up for it in his size and change of pace a la Luka Doncic, Paul Pierce. Combine his all-around talent with the fact that he is 100% the franchise cornerstone for the Detroit Pistons, Cade will likely be the player with the highest uses for the Pistons, with expectations that he will shoulder the load to finally make the Pistons potentially a competitive team again. Now, the Pistons being good again is most likely an illusion, but Cade's role as the guy for his team certainly isn't. A projected favorite for the award for a reason, I'm certainly looking forward to see how him and Jalen Green fight it out for the top spot this year for the NBA Rookie of the Year award. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want more content.